Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Another day, another $50.
Well, we can't claim the full dollar these days,
Well,
unfortunately.
well, you would think with inflation it would be more than two at this point.
You would think so, but that's not the case.
Yeah. So, well, good evening, everyone. This is the Ultimate Buffet Podcast. My name is Chris,
And my name is Sean.
and we're going to be here just talking with you guys for about 20-30 minutes, and just sit down and translate from last week's episode and continue this thing going on.
What are we continuing from last week?
So last week we talked about ourselves, about our family, why we wanted to do the podcast. So if you haven't listened to that yet, go back, listen to episode 1. Make sure to subscribe and follow us on all our social media, and hit those alert buttons so you guys can get up to date with when we post new episodes.
Do we have a list of different platforms that we're currently on?
Yeah, so currently right now we are on YouTube, we are on Apple Podcast, we are on Spotify, and we are on Amazon.
Okay, good.
So those are the main platforms that we're on. So go ahead and listen to any one of those. Hopefully here in a couple episodes, we were talking earlier today that some video is right around the corner.
Yeah, I think adding a little bit of video and putting a face to the voice would definitely, make everyone kind of see exactly who we are and what our setup is like. So that is coming here in the next couple weeks, everybody.
This very fancy setup with our plastic table.
I like it. It looks like a very fancy plastic table.
Well, it's, we had to make sure it blended in with everything.
Well,
so
that's true. I
so,
like it.
I mean, and I had to cut some holes in it. So wire.
It's aftermarket. It's
Yes.
an aftermarket
Yes.
table.
Yes.
Okay, good.
So, Sean, you want to tell everyone about our whiskey of the day?
Yeah, so as we had mentioned last week, we're going to go ahead and do either a different bourbon, whiskey, Scotch whiskey, something, in regards to just something different every week. And this week we are doing a Four Roses small batch straight bourbon whiskey. Now, Chris went above and beyond and actually got ice cubes that look like roses to go with the Four Roses small batch bourbon whiskey. Let's go ahead and cheers to episode 2.
Cheers.
That's good.
Very good. Smooth.
Good. Very smooth. I enjoyed this one. This was a good pick, Chris. Good job.
And this is the lower end bottle too.
Oh, okay. So the budget Four Roses bottle.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Like compared to, a Gentleman Jack.
Yeah.
A Maker's Mark.
This is good, and the price point you said was fairly reasonable.
Yeah, I got that bottle for $25.
Okay, I like it.
Not too shabby.
No, not at all.
So, well, perfect. So that's our drink of day. Cheers.
Cheers. Gosh, that's good.
Yeah. So, also following last week's episode, we were kind of talking about hobbies.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm a mountain biker, but not very good mountain biker.
Did you go recently?
Yeah. So since last recording, so last Wednesday when
Okay.
we recorded, I've gone 3 times. So
Okay.
I've been thankful enough to be able to go 3 times. So Thursday, day after, before we even posted episode 1, yeah, I fell.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, I keep sending you these mountain bike videos that I find on YouTube, and so you're not there yet,
No,
doing
no,
jumps and
no.
tricks, and no. Okay.
No,
All right.
that's a long time from now, if ever.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, the older I get, the more I think about it. Probably won't happen,
Okay.
but I'll try.
Okay.
I mean, I'll try everything at least once.
We need video.
Video, okay.
Yeah, we're gonna.
So I
make
need
sure
to
we
get the GoPro back up and running.
Yes, GoPro needs to be up and running.
Well, last time I wore the GoPro is when I almost Sonny Bono'd myself.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
So
how did today go? Didn't you go today?
Yeah, today was good.
Okay.
So I actually posted on our Instagram today with a little bike ride. I did a little one, nothing too big.
Okay.
Just a little over 6 miles, so not
Okay. Yeah,
very big
nothing
at
crazy.
all. But it was fun. It was good. A
Good.
great time out there, and
Well, the weather was perfect
the
today.
weather has been amazing, and it's gonna be great for the next week.
You know, like we mentioned last week, we're in Northern California, so Placer County area, and the weather has been warmer for our liking, I believe.
Yeah.
And the last couple days have been really nice. Today is beautiful, and it's supposed to actually drop pretty drastically for the next week or so.
So yeah, I've been excited for the weather just because getting out and doing stuff and all that. Would you like a little more?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do a little dollop of daisy of Four Roses. Perfect. Thank you so much.
I was getting low there, so.
Nice.
So I think continuing in from last week's episode, we kind of got briefly into trucks. I think we should continue into that. So just from follow up from last week, what was your dream truck?
So I labeled my dream truck as a Chevrolet C10. And it's actually funny. A good friend of mine, Brian, he sent me a picture of a completely redone Chevy C10, and it was different in color. So the actual color of the truck was brown, but the rims and interior was a rose gold, brown and cream color. I mean, the stitching actually, the inside stitching reminded me of the King Ranch edition.
Okay.
That Ford has come out with, and I mean, it was beautiful. And once we get our video up and running, and we'll be able to, post different pictures of what we're talking about during our podcast. Yeah, I would definitely love to show a picture of this truck because I'm not, and we'll kind of get into this when we go down the list here, but I'm not a big aftermarket type of person. I like stock.
Yeah.
So when it comes to the dream truck being a Chevy C10, I actually just think of an old farm truck, maybe leveled a little bit. I'm not super big on the lifted look, which, is beautiful.
Yeah.
And, to each their own. I personally don't think if I had a Chevy C10 that I would lift it or lower it. I would keep it stock for the most part, but I do like the leveled look is kind of where my genre in regards to trucks is.
I agree with you on that one. I think, I love lifted trucks, don't get me wrong. I think they look great. Personally, I've never been one that wants to drive one, but I do like a good level truck.
I agree. It's just something about a simple level, get that front end up 2.5 inches, and you're quote unquote leveled.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's definitely something that I would do to any truck that I ever own.
Well, and the thing I like about when you do the leveling with it is you can still put those bigger tires underneath and that kind of stuff, which makes it look bigger.
True.
So
that's a true statement.
I mean, you look at the Rams. Rams can fit huge tires underneath.
Yeah, that wheel well's big.
Yeah, you put level any Ram, you're even putting bigger in, which is very impressive.
Yeah. No, I agree. So with your dream truck, what are you looking at?
So for me, mine, as a kid, it was always going to be a King Ranch edition, F350, F250. I really like the mega cabs though on the Rams.
Yep.
2500, 3500. So it's a toss up. I love the interior of the King Ranch. I think it looks fantastic. I love just that brown interior. But you can't beat a mega cab. Mega cabs are just money.
I agree, especially with us having kids and whatnot. I think, the mega cab gives that extra 8 to 10 inches behind those seats to throw any type of, whether it be a travel bag or a go bag, which we'll get into a little bit next week.
Yeah.
But any type of, material that you want to throw behind those seats, whether it be a tool bag or anything like that, that's out of the way.
Well, the other thing I like about it too is, I'm 6'5". I can sit in the back seat and stretch out. You can actually lean those seats back a little bit. It's super comfortable. So you know, it's in any circumstance, like say you're out and about and you need a little power nap, throw
It's
that,
true.
jump in the back.
That is true. You are a mountain of a man, and a mega cab would definitely benefit you, especially on a long trip. If you're not having to drive, yeah,
Yeah,
that would definitely
exactly.
benefit you.
Hey, by the way, I don't think I told you this. I was at the bike store. This was probably a couple weeks ago, and I was in there. I was buying a new helmet because of me crashing because I suck at mountain biking. So um,
Safety first.
yeah, so I bought a full face helmet. But when I was walking out, there was this guy that had a Mercedes Sprinter van,
Okay.
and he had the back open, and yeah, I see a tool chest, and I see, you know, obviously bikes because he's outside of a bike store. I'm like, that's pretty cool. So you know, I put my daughter in the car, and he opens up the slider, and I look in. There's a huge bench seat. He had a car seat on there, and it looked, you could tell he had a couple kids, but there was a huge partition in between the back and where like you were sitting. I am not joking you. I could sit on that bench seat and fully extend my legs out. It was that big back there. He was able to hold like five bikes behind that as well.
You know, that's the whole Sprinter van thing. I think that's a big fad that's going on right now.
Yeah.
And myself and my family, we love to camp. We absolutely love being outdoors, and we've had a trailer since 2018. And I've always been interested in those Sprinter vans, no matter what, make or model you go with. But the interior of those things, I think, yourself and your significant other and maybe one or two small kids, you definitely could do road trips in those.
Oh, absolutely. Well, and so I was talking to this guy, and I asked him how many kids he had, what's his younger age kid, and it was about the same age as, my daughter is. And I was like, That's really cool." And he goes, "Oh, it's great." He goes, I go out mountain biking, and the bikes and everything's, all the gear is completely separate from the cab, so they can do that. But he goes, "Check this out." And he hits a button, and the back bench starts rolling into bed. He goes, "So when I go out by myself," he goes, "I detach the car seat, and I can go lay down and take a nap if I want to, re-energize and go for another ride."
Oh my gosh, how awesome.
I'm like, dang, that is really cool.
Yeah.
That's like legit.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, no, that's those Sprinter vans are pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of good looking ones online.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, well, cool. So, continuing, like I said from last week, that we had on the agenda, but we didn't get to, is, kind of going into what you think the best luxury truck is. And I think we both agree, since we just talked about it, the Sprinters up there, but that's not a truck.
That's a true statement. It's a
So,
mom van on steroids.
yes, yes. But a mom. Oh, I'm gonna have to add something to later
Okay.
on here. So, why don't you tell us what you think the best luxury truck is?
So I'm really torn. I'm a huge Ram fan. I currently drive a Ram truck. Um, I think, like you had mentioned with the market being inflated, it's tough because everything is so inflated right now in regards to what the price of trucks are costing.
Yeah.
Um, Luxury wise, I definitely think GMC.
Okay.
Their Denali just has every bell and whistle. And in regards to the interior, I mean, the interior is flawless. It just looks rich.
What do you think is the best feature, like luxury feature, in the Denali that you don't think you find in other trucks? Or in general, just the best luxury feature in that truck?
So there's two that come to mind. The first one is the actual interior, whether it be the stitching of the seats and the center console area. In regards to how the dash and everything looks, it's flawless. Now there's one gimmicky portion to the GMCs that I really enjoy, which, like I said, is gimmicky, but the tailgate. It's got that double
that fold, that extra fold.
the extra fold.
Now, do the Denali's? I remember back in the day, and I'm dating myself here, but do they still have, when you're driving on like anywhere, like the rear wheels that either turn the opposite direction if you're going low speeds, or turns the same direction to get like over, so it makes your turn radius less?
That's a good question. I don't know if they still do that or not.
So I remember back in the day, because that was the biggest thing about the Denali's, is like you need to make a U-turn. The rear tires would turn reverse style, kind of like a monster truck would.
Okay.
So it could turn super fast, right?
Okay.
But when you were on the freeway, it knew you were going at different speeds, so it turned at the same. So it made it a smoother transition over.
I like that feature.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's. We'll have to. You know what? Let's go ahead and take a look and see if we can find the answer for that. So in regards to the Denali's, I think it is just such a luxury looking interior and exterior. I saw picking up our oldest from school, there was a gentleman in front of me that had a brand new paper plates GMC Denali, and it was the 3500, and it just looked amazing.
That, well, I mean, 3,500 right there. You're already speaking
Yeah.
big boy truck games.
Yeah, no, it was definitely a big boy truck, that's for sure. Were you able to find the answer for that?
It looks like it still does. Quattro Steer, full size pickup truck, 4-wheel steering system. That's pretty cool. So at least they still have it. And this article is from 2021. So
Okay.
So yeah, it looks like see how it's
Yep.
the back tire here. So it looks like they do still do it. So that's you know what? That's a huge feature, I think.
That is. No, definitely. Especially if you're pulling a trailer or, any type of something behind you.
Yeah, I mean, in everyday thing, you need to make a U-turn, right? You go, it turns you around quicker.
Yeah.
Because I know me, I take the big wide turn in my truck.
Well, you're a mountain of a man. You need to take a wide turn.
So
all right. Well, let's hop into yours.
So when we were first talking about this, last week, I was thinking, like, like 1,500, like F-150, best luxury trucks, and then I saw you put, the 3,500 on our notes, and I'm like, well, that's not fair. Like that, you can't not compare any 1,500 or F-150 or any truck to a 3,500. That just doesn't work.
There you go. Okay, good. Glad we're on the same page with that.
But I will say, I think any Ford Platinum Edition is the best luxury truck.
That's a good one to choose.
So I think interior wise, the leather is just super nice, very luxurious. I think when you look at it, has all the little bells and whistles. You got your heated seats, like everyone has almost nowadays.
Yep.
Air conditioned seats, which are becoming more of a common. Heated steering wheel. But one thing that I like about it is the massage seats, and that's up front. In the front row, massage seats in the front seats.
Wow. Okay, that's luxury.
Yeah.
That's taking it to the next level for sure.
And then you just add, I mean, if you're going up into like the 2,500, 3,500 models, you get dual cameras. You can have the always on camera. And it's just, they're blowing my mind luxury wise on what they can do nowadays.
Well, I feel like every brand is definitely trying to keep up with the Joneses.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They're all trying to, okay, what did GMC do? What did Chevrolet do? What did Ford do? We need to do that and then add something on top of it.
Absolutely.
Between whether it be the AC seats or the heated seats, heated steering wheel, they're all just trying to keep up with each other, which, it's just a change in the times. I think everyone needs to have all these features when they're, whether it be a Platinum or the Denali version, they're all just trying to keep up with the Joneses.
Yep. I remember having my Jeep, my Grand Cherokee back in the day, and having the heated steering wheel when you're going up in the snow with the remote start, that was money. That was huge.
Yeah, no, that's a great feature. So let me ask you this. The next portion of this topic is, what is the favorite thing about your current truck? If you had to pick one thing, what would it be?
So are we talking stock or aftermarket?
You can go either.
Oh, gosh. So I think aftermarket for me personally would be my train horn.
Okay. That's loud and obnoxious.
Yes. Well, when you're driving with your cell phone and can't stay in a lane, I'm going to let you know that you're not in your lane.
That's a true statement. You know, another thing, just real quick, talking about people that are, on their cell phones or switching lanes, people don't use their blinker. Why do people not use their blinker? That is I'd say my number one pet peeve.
Oh, I agree.
If you're going to cut me off or if you're going to make a left or a right hand turn, let me know.
Yeah.
If you're going to cut me off, that's fine. Use your blinker.
Yep.
If you don't, it's tough for me not to throw my hands out the window.
Yeah, I agree. I'm very adamant as well with the blinker. So
it's common courtesy. Don't be a dumb driver.
yeah, I really wish I could print. There's this image I found that you get one free bottle of blinker fluid at AutoZone. I really want to print a whole bunch of those out just to hand them to people.
That'd be a good gag gift.
Oh yeah, for sure.
For people that you don't know. I love it. I love that idea.
Yeah. So you just see someone, you didn't use their blinker. Hey, just want to let you know your blinker fluid's low.
Yeah.
And hand that to them.
It's so funny. I'm sure, I'm one of a billion people that do this, but when, let's say someone cuts me off and they don't use their blinker and they're driving a $90,000 BMW, it's like, okay, you know what? You don't have to use your blinker. You drive a $90,000 BMW.
No. The greatest thing that I love, it's not even the people that have the $90,000, $100,000 vehicles. It's the ones that are driving like the entry level BMW 3 Series or Mercedes C Series that think their shit doesn't stink and they can do whatever they want. Like, no.
Yep.
Listen, everyone still has to use their blinker.
Yeah.
You still have to obey the laws on the road.
It's a very, very true statement, and it frustrates me more than ever. Okay, so let's get back on track here.
Moving back, so train horn, aftermarket.
Okay.
For me, there's two things stock that I like that at least stock with my truck. So I drive a Ford. The keypad on the Fords, so you can.
Yep.
The code to get in is fantastic.
No, that's good. That's a good feature.
I use it almost every single day. It's just a great thing to have. The second thing for me is the remote start.
Okay. I use the remote start often, especially when it's colder outside. I mean, that's definitely something that, I actually use on both of our vehicles. If it's cold out, I mean, I do it regardless of what the weather is, but especially when it's cold outside, you got to let that engine warm up.
Yep.
So I would have to say for my current truck, my favorite thing is the catch-all. So I've got a center console. So I drive a Ram, and I do not have the third bench seat. I have the center console that's got kind of like a little cubby hole, and I'm definitely a catch-all guy. In regards to your everyday carry and things like that, which we'll go over on a different episode. But that center console area, it's great. I mean, you can throw your water bottle, your sunglasses, your wallet, your cell phone, anything else that you've got in your pockets in this little catch-all. And for whatever reason, this little cubby hole is my favorite portion of the truck.
Yeah.
It's just something simple, but it's something that I can literally throw anything in, and it's within arm's reach.
When was the last time you cleaned yours?
Okay. Yeah. So I don't know the answer to that. I try to keep everything organized. I kind of consider it a organized cluster.
Organized mess.
Organized mess.
That's my whole life.
Okay. I think that's both of ours. Any dad in their 30s is definitely, they have a organized cluster.
Yes, I agree. I remember back in the day, I always said the only thing organized in my life is my email.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'm the same way. I've got folders for everything.
Folders on folders on folders.
Yep. I agree.
with nothing in my inbox.
Yeah, that's a true statement. I work and personal is the same way.
Yeah. We,
Okay.
we need another one of these.
Another one of these?
Yeah.
Let's do a little cheers here. Gosh, that's really good.
I mean, for the price of the bottle too, you can't beat it.
Yeah, no, that's good. I hope you guys are enjoying the different bottle every week. I'm sure, obviously we've only done 2 episodes, and if you guys have had either of the two, but I mean these are really good. And last week's bottle was the Old Forester Prohibition style, which was really good. I'm actually not too sure which one I like better. They're both really good. They're different.
Well, and I think, throwing this out there now, if you guys have any recommendations too on bottles,
Oh, we would love to hear that.
comment on either our YouTube or Instagram. Comment on what you think we should try. I know I have a bottle for next week's episode already.
Oh, okay.
So with next week's episode, I'll keep it a surprise on what we have. But our next week episode, we're going to talk about guns.
Okay.
So it is gun themed. I'll just say that.
I like the surprise. Okay.
Yes.
All
So
right, awesome.
we'll go there. So why don't we quickly go through this, because I have a little fun thing that I think we should jump into, and I think both of us kind of agree with this next one. So best diesel. So
Jinx,
buy me a Coke.
buy you a shot.
Oh, okay.
Cheers. Okay, good. All right, so best diesel. And we're going to go my truck versus yours. Cummins versus Power Stroke.
So it's tough for me on this one, because I like I said, I do think the Platinum Series Fords are the better when it comes to luxury. Like I said, I've always wanted an F350 or F250 King Ranch, even though I would love the Mega Cab. But I still say Cummins is the better of the two.
I agree. I mean, I'm a diehard Dodge fan, so I think that the Cummins engine is pretty much bulletproof. But they're very similar. Some of the research that we did, so in regards to the Power Stroke, has more horsepower, but slightly less torque, and then the Cummins is opposite, has more torque but less horsepower.
But I think when you're buying a diesel, you're looking for the torque. You need the diesel for usually towing, right?
Correct.
So you need that torque. Yes, they go hand in hand, torque and horsepower. But I think that torque is what you're really looking for, especially on that low end.
Correct.
When you're going there. That's why I've always liked the Cummins.
Yeah. I mean, they make a good motor.
I mean, if you could get the Cummins motor with an Allison transmission, that's the holy grail right there.
I would agree with that 100%.
So, I mean, if I could get an Ford F350 King Ranch Edition with a Cummins and an Allison, that would be...
It'd be game over.
Yeah, but let's be honest. Cummins is going to be in a Ram, and the Allison transmission is going to be in your Chevy.
Yep, that's true.
So if there's one day, I'll hopefully make enough money where I can get whatever body car I want. And you know what? Let's just throw a flatbed on it while we're talking about it.
And then swap the motors.
And swap the motor.
You want.
Yep, exactly.
Okay,
yep.
I like it.
So
I like it. Not sure if we could do that in California. I'm sure there's some laws around
no,
that.
we would definitely have to move somewhere else.
Okay.
So, did you have any further on that? Because I think we kind of just agree with that. When I threw that on our notes, it was like both of us were like, "Yep, we basically agree."
I think we're both on the same page with that, and make sure you guys go ahead and throw your 2 cents in. We'd love to hear from you guys on whether you think the Cummins is better than the Power Stroke, or
comment on that section, and we would love to hear from you guys, and we'll respond as well. So throw out some discussion on there, and don't forget to subscribe and like, and hit that alert button as well.
Make sure you hit the alert button. We're really trying to make sure that we post every week, but like we mentioned last week, we are 2 dads with a family and two full-time jobs, and we're gonna do our best to get the content out. But we'd love to hear back from everybody in regards to the topics, and like we mentioned, we're gonna try to stay away. Actually, we're not gonna try. We are gonna stay away from any of the negative, and we're just gonna be coming up with topics. And if you guys have a topic that you'd want us to talk about, let us know. We would love to hear from everybody.
And on top of that too, we're eventually going to have guest speakers. So
True.
I know I'm already thinking about a couple people that could come on to help us out.
Oh, good.
Already making some contacts that people already want to come on. After our first episode, we're like, hey, can I be a guest speaker? It's like, oh,
That's
you want to
awesome.
talk about this? They're like, no, I'd rather talk about this. It's like, oh, okay. Like that was complete polar opposite of something I would think they would want to talk about.
Oh,
So
good. Okay,
I think
good.
it would be fun. I think, obviously we're moving that direction. So why not get there?
Yeah, that sounds good to me. Let's it looks like you've got something that would
Yeah. So,
intrigue or not.
yeah. So let's do a little fun. Would you drive it? And before we do that, one cheers, Sarah.
Cheers. So as we get into this next topic of would you drive it, I do want to mention in regards to would you drive it and us drinking, obviously be responsible.
Absolutely.
I
Good
with
timing.
this question and then us drinking, you got to make sure that you are being responsible with your alcohol.
Yeah,
Just
absolutely.
wanted
So
to throw that out there.
you came over, you have a DD.
I do.
So we everything has been planned.
Yes, planned accordingly.
So
All right, well let's go down the line.
Okay.
The question of the evening is, would you drive it?
would you drive it? So first one, GMC Sierra.
I would drive a GMC Sierra if I didn't pull a trailer or want to pull anything behind me.
Okay.
It's a simple, good old boy truck. Yeah, I would drive it.
I'd only drive it if it was a Denali.
Okay. Okay. All right. Bouger.
Yeah, that's the only way. Other than that, I have a buddy that has one and I make fun of him all the time for it. And
Okay.
he makes fun of me. It goes hand in hand because I
Okay,
drove a Ford. Let's be honest.
I like it.
I-
So
I mean, I still look at GMC and I still can't get it out of my head as Government Motor Company. I don't know why.
That's good.
But let's be honest. Ford has, first on race day or fixed or repaired daily.
Or found off road dead.
Yeah, that one too. So, I mean, they all have their, their sayings.
Yeah.
So,
No, that's good. The second one, Toyota Prius. Would you drive a Toyota Prius?
this isn't nothing against the environment. I would not drive a Toyota Prius.
Well, number one, you wouldn't be able to fit in a
True.
Toyota Prius. So
True.
there's that factor.
I just don't like the look of them. They don't look good.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Yeah, they're not my kind of vehicle. I've driven a car before. I've had a car, and the Prius is not. I mean, great gas mileage, beats my truck.
Yeah.
Every single day of the week.
Yep.
But I couldn't drive it.
No. I'm in agreement with that. I would not drive a Toyota Prius.
So number 3 here, Toyota Tacoma.
So when I think of a Toyota Tacoma, I think of that being a weekend truck.
Okay.
Just something to run to Home Depot, throw a couple 2x4s or some fence posts, chicken coop wire, nothing. Yeah, I would, but it would be definitely a secondary truck.
So it's funny that you think of it that way, because the way I think of it as some big off-road tires, and then those tents that you can pull up over
Yes.
Overland, that's what I think of. This is the problem. I love the Tacoma. I think the Tacoma is a great vehicle. I don't fit in it. I
Well-
almost bought one back in the day.
Yeah.
I could not fit in it, so I bought the Tundra instead.
Well, you're a mountain of man, so that makes sense.
I mean, knees literally hit the steering wheel. Could not drive it safely.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
So, let's see here. Number 4.
Number 4, a Honda Ridgeline. I'm gonna have to say no.
Okay, so I have mixed feelings on this one.
Okay, shoot.
Have you ever seen the trunk feature on a Honda Ridgeline?
That's not something that would be in my Google history. No.
Oh, I'm telling you right now. So the tailgate lowers like a normal tailgate,
Okay.
or you can pull it to the side, and there's literally like a car trunk underneath. You have to see this. This thing it is incredible.
I'm not sure if you're gonna sell me on this, Chris.
I'm just telling you. I got to show you because
Okay.
I have mixed feelings. I have to say with this one, but check this out: the Honda Ridgeline trunk. If it would load. So it is literally an entire trunk. So you can put stuff in here, close it, and no one would ever know that it's in there.
Okay.
So that's one. So
Okay.
before you even go, two, if you get the upgraded model, they have speakers in the truck bed. So you can play. Three, the ride in it is very smooth. But would I own one? No. Would I drive one? Yes. If someone had one and said, "Hey, we're doing a road trip," absolutely. I'm driving that thing. But would I own one? Probably not. And I go back to the look of it.
Okay. So the look, I'm out. There's no way that you're gonna get me to buy this vehicle. Number two, the trunk space in the bed of the truck is legit. Now, caveat to that, the Ram has those side toolboxes,
And,
which are similar concept.
but it makes the bed smaller width wise.
Oh gosh, you're right.
The only difference with this compared to like a full size truck like yours and mine is the height of the truck bed is less. It's not as deep, but how often do you use the depth of your truck bed?
I don't.
Yeah. So that's the big difference there.
Okay. I do like this feature. So the picture that we're currently looking at looks like a regular truck bed, but then it drops down, I don't know, a foot and a half, 2 feet maybe.
Oh, it's a good couple feet.
Okay.
It's big. I mean, you can store a lot of stuff. And then the spare tires in there as well. So you get a flat tire. You and I have to get the crank out and lower the wheel.
Which is a pain. I've done that.
This, you just pull it out like you
Okay.
would in a car.
Okay. Well,
I'm not trying to sell you on it.
for one, I would never buy this vehicle. But two, if GMC or Dodge wanted to take it up a notch, that would definitely be something that I'd be interested in.
And that's the reason why I'm bringing it up. Why isn't Ford, Chevy, and Dodge doing this?
I don't.
Toyota, why aren't they doing it?
Yeah.
That's a big feature for a lot of people.
Well, and I feel like that feature's been out for a while.
It has.
So keeping up with the Joneses is definitely something that, yeah, I mean, there's no reason they shouldn't.
Exactly.
All right. The next one, Tesla truck. Me personally, Chris, I really don't want to spend a lot of time on this one. I'm just going to have to go ahead and say no.
I'm going to say absolutely.
Well,
I'm doing the 3-motor one.
So that's the difference, you and I. You're very tech-y, and I think that's why you're sold on it.
Exactly.
I'm not a Tesla fan.
So I don't know if I'm a Tesla fan, but I like the look of the Cybertruck. I think it looks cool. I have to say I loved when Elon Musk released it and he's like, "Oh yeah, the windows are bulletproof," and then they cracked like they did.
Yeah.
I thought that was really funny.
That was hilarious.
But he handled himself fantastically. But if you look at the specs on the 3-motor Tesla Cybertruck, it is incredible.
And we don't have to dive in it too deep, but is there any type of towing capability? Like, what would you compare that to?
10,000.
Okay. So 10,000 would be
I
compared
think-
to a 1,500
Yeah, so it is
F-150.
it is comparable to a 1,500.
Okay.
So I actually think it's more, but I know it can do 10,000. So the last two I added while we were talking
my
because it was funny. So first one, minivan. It's not a truck, but would you drive it? Minivan.
It's funny. There's a individual that I saw driving. This was probably 6 months ago. That was driving a minivan that was lowered. It looked all stock. It was black, but all of the chrome or different color trim was all blacked out. Blacked out windows. So that's another thing. So just real quick, any vehicle I've ever had, I've always had tinted windows.
Yes.
So I used to tint the front windshield extremely dark, just like the rest of the windows. But I I definitely yeah, every vehicle I have has to have tint on it. And I saw this minivan that maybe was lowered a little bit, but tinted windows, all the trim was black. It looked legit. Now, if I was in a situation where I had to have a minivan, it would definitely be tinted out and all the trim would match the rest of the vehicle.
If I had to have one, yes, I would go all out. But no, not doing it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
The last one, Sprinter van.
So I'm not gonna lie, that guy Sprinter van that I saw in the parking lot, I might actually take that over my dream truck.
Gosh, that's a big statement.
It's a big statement, but you had to see this van. It was amazing. I don't know if I would do it as a daily driver though. I would have to drive it and see.
I would, yeah, I would definitely do it as a weekend or getaway.
Yeah.
Type of vehicle. It would not be a daily driver.
Yeah.
No, I
But
agree.
it was pretty cool.
Okay,
It was pretty cool.
that's good.
So, well, perfect. Well, cheers.
Cheers. Gosh, that Four Roses is good.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
guys haven't had the Four Roses, it's definitely, we did obviously, like I mentioned, the one ice cube in the shape of a rose. Just kind of melts it down a little bit, and it's good. There's no heat at all with it. It's definitely a smooth sipping.
I mean, if you compared it price point wise to the other ones in that class,
Because you said you paid 25 for this bottle.
25.
Okay.
So I put that in the comparison with Gentleman Jack,
Mhm.
Maker's Mark,
Yep.
Even Elijah Craig,
Oh my gosh!
which
yes.
you and I had that
Yep.
before episode 1.
Yeah.
I would put that and Elijah Craig. Those two are very similar, but I think the proof on this is a lot lower than that Elijah Craig was.
Yeah. No, I agree. But it's smooth.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I agree.
Okay.
So, well, I think that's going to conclude tonight's episode. I think we went over again. So
Well,
that's
we
2
apo-
for 2.
Yeah, it's okay. Do we have a sneak peek for what we're going to talk about next week?
Yeah. So sneak peek. Let me pull up some of our notes from that we've already started here. So sneak peek guns.
Okay.
So I think we're going to go over what's your favorite gun.
Okay.
I think we probably will have to break that down by handgun, rifle, shotgun, or
Yeah, we
just
can-
all overall.
Overall, yeah,
But I think for sure favorite caliber has to be broken down by handgun and rifle.
I agree.
A little bit about gun storage,
Okay.
and ammo storage, and then a little bit of upgrades, which is really funny to talk about with two guys from California because everything
Is minimal.
we can't do anything. So I think that's that will be next week's episode. So
Awesome. That sounds good.
yeah, so we'll continue working on that one, and then please, like we said, if you guys have any topics that you want us to talk about, comment, and we'll definitely throw that in the loop. We got quite a few things on our list of episodes that we want to talk about, food, which you'll see a post here soon with our Four Roses with the rose ice cube and what we had for dinner tonight, going into even some current events, parenting, careers, which I think I'm already working on a guest speaker for that.
Awesome.
I think we have a lot of stuff already planned, but we would love to mix it up.
Yeah, no, definitely. And one thing I do want to remind anybody that's listening to this and the viewers and subscribers, anything that you guys want to hear about, we want to try to keep it positive. Nothing in the limelight of current events and the negative aspect. I just think there's too much of
Yeah.
the negative aspect going on, and that's not the topics that we want to cover.
Yep, I agree.
So just a reminder, nothing against anybody's ideas, but we definitely want to keep a positive vibe going forward.
Yep, absolutely. So, well, thank you again. Thank you, Sean.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate you.
And
Gosh,
I
that's
appreciate you as well. I think we make a great team from the beginning. When we talked about that, I think this is amazing. And I get so excited when we get off the air. It's like, can we talk more? Can we talk longer?
I know. And the wives are saying, "Hey, can you guys come down and watch these kids so
Yep.
we can have a minute?"
Exactly. Or are you guys done yet? Like, yes, I'm sorry. We're
Yes.
coming. We're coming.
Yep, we're on our way. Awesome.
So, well, thank you again, everyone, for listening. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and follow us, please, on all our social media.
Yep. Thank you, everybody. We appreciate you guys.
Have a good one.